Wahalathanthri, and I'm here with my 24th question set from the DBMS question series. So in this video, we are going to answer the questions regarding the database we created in our question set 16. So this database is Exam Marks DB. So we are going to answer the questions regarding that database we created. So now we are going to answer these questions using queries such as insert queries, update, delete, search queries, join queries, and subqueries. So I'll be using my HighDSQL software to type these queries and answer these questions. So let's see what our first question is. Find out the details of the student who got the lowest mark in the subject of science in the second term examination and the class in which he was studying. Okay, so now we have to find the details of the student who got the lowest mark in science in the second term examination, and we have to also select the class he is studying. Okay, so let's begin to type this query. So now this is my HighDSQL software and this is my database Exam Marks DB. So now you all can see that I have opened a separate query tab and inner join the tables we need, or else when we go to type this all the time, it will take us a long time. So therefore, to be more easier, I have taken a separate query tab and joined all the tables we need. Okay, so let's begin to answer this question. So our question is, find out the details of the student who got the lowest mark in the subject of science in the second term examination and the class in which he was studying. So now I'll begin by giving select all from Exam Marks DB b dot student exam mark record, and now I'll execute it, and this will become the output for this query. So now we have to select all the details of the student, so I'll remove the star and get students dot index number, and we'll take the student's first name and last name, students dot first name, and the student's last name. And I'll also take the student's gender and contact number. Student dot gender and student dot contact number. And next I will take the class of the student. So I'll take it from the class table. Class name. Okay, so these are the details we need from the student. So we need them from the student exam mark record table. So next I will inner join the tables we need. So this is why I took a separate tab, query tab, and typed all the tables we need, because it's way more easier. So we only need to copy and paste this. So now I'll begin to filter this by giving a where clause. So I'll give where student exam mark record dot marks, and then I'll begin to type our subquery. So we'll be using subqueries for this. So we can identify a subquery because it's nested inside a main query and it's inside brackets. So before a subquery, a equal mark or the word in will be available. So I'll give it in select min, and we'll give marks from student exam mark record, where student exam mark record dot subject ID, and then again a new subquery in select subject dot subject ID from subject, and we'll begin to filter it where subject dot subject name is equals to, so the subject over here is science, and second term. Okay. So the term is second term and the subject is science. So I'll give the subject name science and I'll give and condition and student exam mark record dot exam term ID and then another subquery. So I'll give in select exam term dot term ID from exam term, and I'll filter it by giving where exam term dot term name is equal to second term. Okay, so our question here is find out the details of the student who got the lowest mark in science in the second term examination, and we also have to find the class he's studying. So this is the query for that question. Let's execute it. Okay, so Sachitra Vikramasinghe is the student who have scored the lowest marks for science in the second term. So this is the answer for our first question. Let's move on to our next question. Arrange the marks obtained by all the students for science subject held on 2020 March 15 in ascending order. Okay, so now we have something new over here. So we have to arrange them in ascending order. So over here we are going to use a new condition called order by, the order by clause. So we are going to use this order by clause to sort something in order, ascending or descending. So we can use this order by clause to sort something according to ascending order or descending order. So there are different types of sorts. So in this video, we'll be talking about this ascending and descending. Okay. So now our question is, arrange the marks obtained by all the students for science on this date in ascending order. So I'll copy this and paste it in a new query. And now I can remove this part. So I'll remove them. So I'll give where the subject name is science and the student exam mark record of exam term ID. So I can directly remove all of these and just filter them in the normal way where subject name is equal to science and exam term dot term date is equal to 2020 March 15th. Okay, so this is the date. So now I will execute this query just to select all the students. So these are the students who have participated in the science subjects in 2020 March 15th. So now we need the students' marks as well. So I'll take the students' marks from the student exam mark record dot marks, and now I will add our order by condition. So I'll give order by student exam mark record dot marks, and for ascending order we can give ASC. And now let's execute it. Okay, so now yes, so we need to change yeah, so there is nothing to change. So now this is the answer for that question. So y'all can see that all are added in the ascending order. So this is how we can add this order by clause. So we can give order by student exam mark record marks in ascending order. Let's move on to our next question. Our next question is find information of all the students who obtained marks between 40 and 80 in the mathematics subject of the examination held on 2020 7th month on the 10th date. Okay, so now over here also we have to use this between condition to find the marks between 40 and 80. So the subject is mathematics and the examination is on 2020. Okay, so I will open a new query for this. So before that, I will copy our inner joined tables and I'll begin to type select all from exam marks DB dot student exam mark records. I'll execute it. Okay. Find the information. So therefore, I'll take the same things we took from here. And then I'll remove the star. Okay. And next, let's inner join all of the tables we need. So I'll copy them from here and paste it over here. And now let's filter it. So I'll give the where condition and give the subject dot subject name as mathematics. And then I will give the exam term date as 2020 7th 10th. And again, now I'll check the marks and student exam mark record dot marks between, and now we can give the values 40 and 80. And now let's execute it. Yes, exam term dot term date. And now I'll execute it. Okay, so these are the students who have marks between 40 and 80. So this is the answer for our third question. Let's move on to our last question of this question set. Arrange the above results in descending order. So I'll arrange this in descending order. So I'll copy this to a new query tab. And then I'll give the condition or the clause order by student exam mark record dot mark, and I'll give DSC descending order. And now I'll execute it. Okay, so now y'all can see that they are arranged from the highest to lowest. So this is the way we can add this order by clause. And this is the answer for our last question. So likewise, this is the answer for the first question. And this is the answer for the second question. And this is for the answer for the third one. And this is the answer for our last question. So I hope you understood what I explained. So thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. So I hope you understood what I explained. So I'll be back with a new video. So until then, have a nice day and bye.